Hi everyone. So in this video, we will be talking about Accenture today's interviews and results updates. So let's start this video. First of all, talking about today's interview, there are total two updates which I want to discuss. So first of all, candidates who had their interview today, some candidates attended the interview, okay, and some candidates failed to attend the interview because no interviewer joined, okay. So see, there maybe there will be total two condition, either you have attended the interview or you have not attended the interview. First of all, you need to wait until you get this mail, okay. Suppose your slot is 1, okay, 1 p.m, and suppose you are waiting till 2, 3, 4, or 5, but suppose the interviewer is not joining, but you need to wait in the lobby only. But suppose if you get a mail like this, then you can leave the lobby. So already candidates got this mail. Let's talk about this update. Virtual interview cancelled. The timing is 4:28. Thank you for interest in Accenture. We regret to inform you that your scheduled virtual interview has been cancelled. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. You are encouraged to apply again in the future based on the application guidelines. Okay, it doesn't matter because maybe you got the mail like this also. Dear candidate, we regret to inform you that your interview schedule for today has been postponed. It will be rescheduled to another day within this week. Uh, Kindly keep an eye to your mailbox for the latest updates. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. Okay. So first of all, I'm taking talking about these candidates who appeared for the assessment today. They had the interview, but they got this kind of mails. See, first of all, if you got this mail, they have mentioned that maybe you will be getting the rescheduling time within this week. But the thing is, there will be a third phase. Okay, third phase, and there are the chances that you will be getting your interviews rescheduled in third phase. And now what is this third phase? So this third phase will be most probably in the fab, and the interviews will be in the around of mid fab. Okay, mid fab. So if the interviews will be in mid fab, okay, and suppose the phase will be in the starting of the fab, or maybe in the starting of fab there will be the third phase interviews, there are the highest chances that your interviews will be getting scheduled in that time. So yeah, maybe they will reschedule your interview this week, but there are high chances that your interviews will be getting rescheduled with the students who have who will be participating in third phase. Okay, so this is very very important. So, see, again, I am telling you, if you got this mail, don't worry, you will get your interviews rescheduled, but timing we cannot say. Okay, they have mentioned by this week only they will reschedule, but see, less chances of this. But if they will do this, that is totally great. But there are chances that by third phase your interviews can be get scheduled. Okay, so don't worry about it. Second thing is update on candidature status. It is a very big update, guys, because many candidates complete the interview. And see here, thank you for participating in our interview process. We will review your performance and update you on the next step within 10 to 15 days. Okay, this is a big update. So if we talk about the first phase, for the phase one, in the mail they have mentioned 7 days. Now they are mentioning 10 to 15 days. And this is the same thing which I talked about in the second phase. You will see, as the phases will go forward, okay, you will see the decline in the process. You will see the delays in the process. Okay, so for phase one, you guys got the interviews in 1 week. Now maybe you will be getting the results within 1 month. For phase two, it can be 2 month. For phase three, it can be 3 month. Okay, and this is just you can say these are just assumptions, but these assumptions are very near to the truth, because last year, if we talk about last year, the same thing happened. The most smooth phases are the phase 1 and phase 2 for last year. They did complete their exam. After completing, they had their interviews. After that, they got the result and they got the onboarding also. But the problems started with phase 3, because phase 3 students got their results very late. Their onboarding got delayed. So this is the problem with Accenture for each year, every year. Okay, this year even the process is smoother than last year, because at least they are conducting the assessment at the same time, and they are conducting it like uh, 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 in phase wise, and many candidates are doing it like together. But last year, daily some candidates were getting the mail, daily some candidates were having the interview, so this kind of mismanagement was there. Okay, but this year it is little bit better than previous year. But see, talking about results, they already mentioned here 10 to 15 working days. Okay, for the phase 1 they mentioned the 7 days, but the main problem is it have not got released till now. Okay, and this is the problem. Now why this problem is coming? Okay, why this problem is coming? The main reason is, suppose like 3 assume that 4 to 5 lakh students applied, easily 4 to 5 lakh students applied for Accenture. So if 5 lakh students applied, they do the identity verification, and this is the main problem, because candidates are getting the identity verification rejection mail daily. Okay, so what actually happened? So suppose in phase 1, like 20,000 students given the exam, let's assume that. But the problem is, for some candidates, they have already done the identity verification while they apply. But daily they are doing some identity verification. So daily some candidates are getting the identity verification mail. Until they complete the identity verification for the all students who are in the phase 1, it is hard that maybe you will get the results. Okay. But see, for most of the students who have appeared in the exam for the phase 1, for most of the students, the identity verification is done, because most of the students who have given the exam in the phase 1 already got the identity verification rejection or whatever the mail it is. Okay. But if their identity verification is fine, they did not receive any mail. Okay. But this is the problem, that at starting they were doing the identity verification in the 1 to 2 days, but now many candidates applied, now it is getting delayed, it is getting rejected. And identity verification they do using automation, but their software is not so good. Okay, so it actually reject many candidates based on the identity verification means pan details and the details entered in the form. Okay, this is the identity verification. So it reject many candidates, but then they do the manual identity verification. Okay, if it is getting rejected, so this is the main issue. Okay, so if the identity verification will be done, mostly the candidates will be getting the result, because after the results there is an there's only some process which I will be telling you. But this is the like one of the most particular reason why the results are getting delayed for the phase 1. Okay, now the phase 1 results, what can be the expected date? So there is no expected date. Okay, maybe it will release today, maybe it will release tomorrow, and maybe it will release in February. We cannot say about a date, you just need to wait. But if you'll think, for the phase 1 the results can be ghosted, so not. Okay, they will not ghost the result for phase 1, they will not ghost the result for phase 2, because at least they need to do some process, and they want to hire the candidates from phase 1 and phase 2, so that the candidates can start working from their new financial year, like around the month of June. Okay, but after that the process will go like very like I'll tell you. So suppose this is the phase 1. Okay, and suppose 20k students appeared for the phase 1. The results will be like, out of these 20k, maybe 4k 5k students will be getting selected. Now phase 2, 40k students appeared. Okay, because this phase were very big. Okay, so we are just assuming the numbers. Again 5 to 6k students are getting selected. Now from phase 3, maybe 20k students again appear for the exam, but the number will be less. They will be selecting here the numbers, they will be doing the onboarding, the selection here will be less. And this is always from Accenture. As the phases will move forward from third phase, fourth phase, okay, the numbers will decline. The numbers will decline. So it is a total advantage to the students who are giving the exam in the starting phases. Okay, so they do always like that. Okay, and suppose if you are in fourth phase, maybe then selection chances will be less. definitely, because their selection ratio will be very, very less. They will be just taking the exams, uh, and at the result, they will be selecting very less candidates. Even your exam is good, interview is good, whatever it is. Okay, so yes, it is somewhat luck based also. But talking about phase two results, see, if you are completing your interviews by today or by tomorrow or by day after tomorrow, okay, phase 1 interviews are still not released. Okay, if you are thinking that they will be releasing the phase 1 and phase 2 together, so no, first the phase 1 results will be declared. Okay, phase 2 will be after phase 1. So already for phase 1 students who have given the interviews on 29th of December, it is around 20 days. Okay, so for phase 2 students, easily wait for at least 30 to 40 days for the result, because for the phase 1 students, already the result is not declared. Okay, so for phase 2 results, now just keep silent and keep applying for other companies. Okay, because maybe you get some better offer. But yes, they will not ghost you, but it can take a lot of time, because first there will be the results of phase 1. Okay, and then you are in phase 2. Then maybe the phase 1 students will start getting their document verification, and then they will start getting their onboardings, whatever it is. But say by the end of the onboardings, the delay can be between phase 1 and phase 2 can be up to 3 months. Okay, so here the delay is only 20 days, but it can stretch up to 3 months. Okay, this is like that only. Okay, so Accenture is like that only. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, so you don't get worried, because they have mentioned like between 10 to 15 days you will be getting the result. But that is difficult. That is not truth, because see, for phase 1 students they have said within the 7 days you will be informed. But now it is 20 days. Okay, so I'm just telling you the truth. So you need to have a lot of patience for this. Okay, what will be the process? See, whenever the result get declares, this will be your process. There will be a LOI, document upload, verification, rectification, pool, and pre-training. So LOI is basically letter of intent that you want to join the company or not. Okay, because at that time if it gets delayed, some students get offers from other companies. So from LOI you can tell that if you want to join the company or not. The document upload thing, you need to upload your documents. Okay, mostly it is the semester mark sheets and the pen card, Aadhaar card, and all. Okay, then verification and rectification. If there is any issues in your documents, again you are in big trouble, because it will get delayed your onboarding, and you will be again in the pool of the verification. And if your documents are fine, each and every document is correct, then you will be in the pool of onboarding. Okay, and if it is not, there will be a rectification process in which they will be giving you time again for 1 month. Again it will get delayed for 1 month, you need to upload the documents again, and it gets delayed. Okay, in the pool of onboarding there are two things: either it will be a pre-training or direct onboarding. Okay, it totally depends upon requirement. If they have the certain requirement, they will direct onboard you in the company. If they have some time, like they have a like 2 to 3 months if they have for the projects, they will place you in the pre-training. So it will be a pre-onboarding training in which you need to complete some sets of course for the onboarding. So this will be the process. Okay, I will make a detailed video on the process first when the results will come. But this is the all updates regarding the Accenture phase 3, as I already mentioned, will come in the starting of Feb maybe. Yeah, for end of January. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.